Toothpaste is a product most people use every single day. Morning and evening, it becomes part of a routine that feels automatic. Its main purpose is to clean the surface of the teeth. It helps remove plaque, reduce bacteria, and protect enamel from damage. Most toothpaste contains mild abrasives that polish the surface of the teeth, fluoride that strengthens enamel, and additional ingredients that freshen breath. Regular use is important. Without proper cleaning, plaque accumulates. Over time, this can lead to cavities, gum inflammation, and other dental problems. Toothpaste plays a key role in preventing these issues. At the same time, toothpaste is not harmless if used incorrectly. Excessive brushing with abrasive formulas can gradually wear down enamel. Swallowing large amounts, especially by children, can also be harmful due to fluoride content. Like many everyday products, it is beneficial when used properly and in moderation. At normal scale, toothpaste looks smooth and uniform. Whether white or gel-based, it appears soft and consistent. But this cleaning effect depends on microscopic interaction between the paste and the tooth surface. A small amount is placed onto a microscope slide. The sample is spread carefully, preserving its natural texture. Now it is time to take a closer look. Let's see what toothpaste actually looks like under the microscope and how its structure helps it clean, and why using it correctly matters. At 80 times magnification, toothpaste immediately loses the familiar identity we associate with it each morning and evening. What seemed like a smooth, uniform ribbon squeezed from a tube now reveals itself as a dense and layered landscape, filled with suspended forms that were completely invisible before. Rounded air pockets appear scattered throughout the field of view, some large and clearly outlined, others smaller and partially obscured by the surrounding material. They seem to float within a thick, cloudy matrix that holds them in place, preventing them from rising or merging. The paste no longer looks soft or creamy. Instead, it appears structured and compact, almost architectural in the way its components are arranged. Even at this early magnification, it becomes clear that toothpaste is not a simple substance, but a carefully balanced suspension designed to perform a specific function. At 200 times magnification, the internal complexity becomes much more pronounced. The once indistinct texture now separates into visible microparticles, embedded at varying depths within the gel-like base. These particles differ in size and shape. Some appear angular and sharply defined, while others are more rounded and partially translucent. They reflect light differently depending on their orientation, creating subtle highlights that emphasize the three-dimensional nature of the structure. The air pockets remain present, but they now appear more clearly embedded within a thicker environment that surrounds and stabilizes them. The paste begins to look less like a cosmetic product and more like a precisely engineered material composed of multiple interacting components. At 800 times magnification, the abrasive particles that give toothpaste its cleaning power become unmistakable. They dominate the frame, appearing as irregular, mineral-like fragments suspended within the softer gel matrix. Some particles cluster together in dense formations, while others remain isolated, separated by translucent regions of the base. Their edges are sharply contoured, and their surfaces refract light in ways that make them appear almost crystalline. At this scale, the reason toothpaste works becomes visually evident. These microscopic particles are not decorative, they are functional. They physically interact with the enamel surface, helping to remove plaque and surface buildup through controlled abrasion. However, their mechanical nature also becomes clear. Used with excessive force or combined with overly abrasive formulations, these same particles can gradually wear away enamel over time. At 2000 times magnification, the structure becomes almost overwhelming in its density and detail. The field of view fills with countless microstructures layered upon one another, creating a complex interplay of solid fragments and a gel-like binding material. Individual particles now appear sharply defined, with edges that seem almost jagged when compared to the smooth curves of the trapped air pockets nearby. The gel matrix, which once appeared soft and uniform, now reveals subtle variations in density, forming a tightly packed environment that holds every component in place. Nothing at this scale resembles the gentle paste applied to a toothbrush. Instead, it resembles a microscopic system of engineered materials working together to perform a mechanical task. This close view reveals the dual nature of toothpaste. It is essential for protecting teeth from decay and bacterial buildup, yet it operates through physical interaction at a microscopic level. That is precisely why proper brushing technique, moderate pressure, and appropriate product choice matter. Under magnification, everyday hygiene becomes something far more intricate than we imagine, reminding us that even the simplest daily habits are built upon complex structures hidden from view.